How's it going? Mike here, The Fresh Rinse, on location in Williamsdale, Ohio. Just a little community, really, almost a neighborhood, about 10 minutes from my home in Trenton. And I'm here to wash just the north side of this house and the patio area. Should only take me a few minutes. Got a question for you. I'm gonna run a scenario by you, and you tell me what you would do in my situation. I'm going to tell you the story, then I'm going to ask for a detailed response. Someone called maybe 2-3 weeks ago requesting a quote for the north side of their roof, just half of the roof. Beautiful home, upscale home. I don't particularly like to do just portions of a house or a roof. I'm doing it here, but I will do that, and for the right price, certainly I'll do it. So I gave a quote via text, and I didn't hear anything back. I think my quote was $425 or $450, something like that, for just the north side of a roof. I didn't hear anything back, and then probably a week and a half to 2 weeks later, which would have been last week, I get a response via text, and it said, our budget is $375. Now, again, upscale home, probably the nicest people on the planet. I'd never met them before. But I want to ask you, what would be your response? Now, here are the details of your response. Not your, I'm going to prove a point response. Not your take it and shove it response. I want to know what would be your professional response. Like, how would you professionally respond to someone who says, I have a $375 budget? At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you my response. Let's watch this house. Now, the fact of the matter is, they don't really have a pressure washing budget. Now, they may have an exterior project budget, and that's all they have left over. I don't mean to, for a second to suggest that these people are haphazard and that they're trying to get something for cheap. I'm not suggesting that they themselves are cheap, but I seriously doubt that they have a pressure washing or a roof washing budget. I want to ask them, how did you come up with that figure? If in fact you do have a budget. Like, I know what to budget for groceries because we purchase groceries every week. I know what to purchase for date night because we do that once a week. But how can you possibly budget for something that you likely have never had done before? That's what I want to say. I want to say, well, maybe you should raise your budget. I want to ask them where they came up with that figure. I want to go into detail about why it costs what it costs. I want to give them an explanation so that they'll know why I'm charging what I'm charging. I want to give them scenarios and say, hey, when you went out to eat last weekend, did you go in and look at the menu and then say, hey, we like your food, we really want some of it, but we've only got so much budgeted. Can you come down? The Bible says that a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pitchers of silver. Basically, it's just a fancy way of saying a word that's well thought out, well conceived in the mind of an individual towards another individual is extremely valuable. So I want to give a well thought out response, not something haphazard, and certainly not something arrogant, hateful, or like a smart aleck. I want to give something professional. What would your response be? While we're on the Bible, here's another one for you if you're interested. If you're not interested, skip over the next 30 seconds or so. The Bible says that a soft answer turns away wrath. Now here's something to understand, is it doesn't mean that it turns the other person's wrath away. It means a soft answer turns away your wrath. I want to say mean things. It's in my heart to say arrogant things. I want to prove a point. I really want to set the record straight. But that doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't do them any good. A soft answer turns away my own wrath. there's a part of me that really wants to prove a point. I want to take them out to my rig and I want to show them all of that expensive equipment that they never once gave thought about, and then say, did you consider that when you made out your budget? That's what I want to say. The fact that I keep saying that's what I want to say, what I want to say is this. That should tell you that I didn't say any of those things. What I want to say is, hey lady, hey mister, are you really going to let your roof be that dirty for $50? Like, if I don't come down on my price, is it just going to get dirtier and dirtier? That's what I want to say. It seems that I have been given an opportunity to do one of two things. I can either make a point or I can make a difference. My hope is to really make a difference. The title of the video is, how would you respond to a cheap customer? Well, I'll be honest, that's kind of clickbait, because the fact of the matter is, we really don't know if they're being cheap. Maybe there is a budget. Maybe the house is going up on the market. They've tapped out all of their expenses for the sale of this home, and their realtor says you need to get this clean. And that's their budget. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But what I do know is this. My response, if correct, could land me not only a customer, but a lifetime customer. So proving a point probably just shuts them off completely. If they go anywhere, it's not with me. But if I seek to make a difference, then who knows? If nothing else, the good Lord is happy. So once again, leave in the comment section your response to, but my budget is only ... And know this, whatever your response is, I not only appreciate it, but I respect it, because you feel that that is the right response for your business and your business model. I only ask that you respect mine as well. And speaking of which, here it is. All right, my name is Mike. They call me the Fresh Rents, and I'm out.